Hey, what's up everyone? This is Eddie from Average Joe Drinks.
And my name is Vince, and we're here to make drinks suitable for the average Joe.
You know, Vince, it's getting colder out now, and we figure it's probably a good idea to make a show with hot drinks. So today I am going to make a hot buttered rum.
Cool. It's not that cold in Arizona, but because a lot of the country is pretty cold, even parts of Arizona, I'm going to do it's a drink that we're going to call Peppermint Pattie.
For now.
Because, yeah, it's got mint, it's got chocolate, and there's a candy called Peppermint Pattie. If you Google it, you're going to come up with something different. But my drink's going to be called that, and we're going to roll with it.
You know, Vince, you say it's not cold, but relatively speaking, when it's 120 out during the summer, when it gets down to 50, it's cold for us.
Yeah, well, 60 degrees, I'm wearing a coat.
Parka. Get the fire going. So we're going to get started with the hot buttered rum. Now, hot buttered rum, it's essentially a version of a hot toddy.
Yes.
And now hot toddy, if you hear about it, probably in the 60s, 70s, and maybe even 80s, they used to give it to kids to heal their sicknesses, which really is like a tea made with whiskey, which is something that you probably go to jail for if you did now.
Nowadays. When my kids were little, though, I can't tell you how many nights I wanted to give them rum.
No, so yeah, that's...
Didn't do it.
Okay.
Thought about it.
It's on record. I didn't do it either. But it's definitely something that people use for ailments. If you have the flu, you have Theraflu. Well, it's like that, but much cooler.
Right.
Except it's hot.
And it worked.
It does work. So let's get started. Now, what we have here, Vince, it's so nice to buy this for us. This is a hot buttered rum batter. Don't try to say that too fast, especially if you've had a couple of hot buttered rums, you can't do it. It's just spices, brown sugar, butter. That's what we use to kind of make this, and I just take a little scoop of that, about a teaspoon. What we do is we put it right in there.
And as we grow this and we have our website come online, we've got a couple different versions that you can make yourself. It's not hard to make. Primarily butter, brown sugar, you spice it up the way you like.
It is really not that hard to make, but we are average Joes, and sometimes you just don't have time to make it. You buy it at the store.
Or you're just too lazy to make it.
Or you're just too lazy to make it. 2 cinnamon sticks, 1 in each. And I like to have some whole cloves. I love the smell of cloves, and if you put them in there sometimes, it really just enhances the flavor, as well as we've said many times, the aroma, which kind of increases makes the experience a little bit better. Some people use light rum. If you've watched even a single episode of rum, you know I like dark spiced rum.
And we've been experimenting, Lisa and I have been experimenting with dark rums, and this is a good one. I mean, there is a difference in dark rums. As I go through my dad's stuff, there is some of it he calls for light rum, some of it he calls for dark rum, some of it he calls for Jamaican rum, which is more of a gold. Kraken is kind of unique. It doesn't fit into any of those categories. The label calls it a black rum. You got to try it though.
And it is spiced, and it has a really cool picture of it.
Of a Kraken.
We'll call it Kraken, yeah.
So right now you're about to.
So I'm gonna get. All right. So after I have released the Kraken into the cup there, I do need some hot water. I mean, if only I could get some hot water, it'd be fantastic. And there we go. So you want to put about 6 to 8 ounces of hot water in here. You want to not fill it all the way up to the top because we have to leave room for the pat of butter. And from there, you've got all the brown sugar down at the bottom, or the hot buttered rum batter. So you want to mix that up just to get it nice and infused in there, along with our cloves and cinnamon stick. And this is just one of those drinks that we tried it, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago. It was the first time I tried it, and I'm hooked. It is a really, really tasty drink. It's nice and just kind of makes you feel good, makes you just happy. So we're going to put about a half a tablespoon of butter, nice pat of butter there on each one. Some people don't like the butter on top. They don't care for the texture. Me personally, I think it just makes it nice and rich, and I like it quite a bit. So what I do, I just kind of mix this up a little bit just to get the butter kind of mixed around a little bit more, and I want as much as the top of the liquid there. I want it to the top of the drink. I actually want that butter sheen there. So butter sheen, that does make up a word.
Yeah.
It works, right?
Charlie.
But way better. So what I do also is put a little bit of ground allspice. Put it right on the pat of butter there. And again, as we've said so many times, as you take a drink of something, to have that kind of aroma hit you right in the nose, it just enhances the experience. So that right there is a version of a hot toddy or a hot buttered rum.
A classic.
Cheers.
I gotta say, if you're a tea drinker,
Man.
you'll like this. I mean, my girlfriend, I make her a version of Indian pea on her Indian pea.
You make that, or well, we probably want to try that one again.
Sorry, sweetie.
My girlfriend, I make her.
So we make a version of an Indian tea on a regular basis around here, and that has a lot of cloves, a lot of nutmeg, a lot of the same spices that are in this. So if you've ever had that, which really, they call it Indian tea, but it's got a lot to do with the British taking over, the colonials and what they did. A lot of things that curries that they say are Indian are actually creations that happened after India was colonized.
Okay.
So similar spices.
Yeah.
If you can picture that in your mind, the smells, the flavors, I think you're really.
And I think that's, to me, why the Kraken or the spice rum goes so well with it, because it just kind of adds to the spice flavor. So that's a great drink. And if you're...
Well, I'm going to make a drink called a Peppermint Pattie. I'm not real sure that that's a specific name for a specific drink. My dad's got several Peppermint Pattie recipes. They're not all hot. But this one is going to be a version of hot cocoa with peppermint, dark chocolate, peppermint patty candies.
Makes sense.
We're going to go with it. Very simple drink to make. You start with prepackaged cocoa.
And that's dark chocolate. And I think that, to me personally, I love the combination of dark chocolate and peppermint. So I think that makes a lot of sense to do that.
Yeah, I agree. And you can buy hot cocoa mix with marshmallows, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, any variation thereof. This is like the darkest chocolate I could find. So that's what we're going to go with. I'm going to mix it in here because for some reason the stuff powders up, makes lumps. Then when you're drinking it, you have like stuff gurgling out of your face.
Which is not attractive when you're shooting a YouTube show.
No, not at all. And guess what else I'm going to do? I'm going to make two.
Why are you making two, Vince?
Because if you only make one, you lose all opportunity to make new friends. And if you have a friend already, then you risk alienating them if you can't offer them a drink. So always make two drinks.
Or maybe they'll fight you for your drink, and no one wants to fight over a drink.
Yeah, and last thing I need is to fight, because you're bigger than me.
Yeah.
So,
It's nothing.
2 instant cocos. I'm going to go get some hot milk. Stir this guy up. Hot cocoa, right in the thing.
Yeah, that looks a lot better. It makes sense to mix it well in the container there, so that's good. See, it worked out well that we had to refilm it.
Yes.
We are, in fact, average Joes.
Yes. There's no denying that. Crème de Cacao, which is essentially a vanilla chocolate.
Sorry, every time you say that, I struggle.
I know.
Go ahead. Vanilla chocolate, I apologize. Go ahead.
Yes. Crème de Cacao, 1.5 tablespoons.
This is our 17th take, so we just,
Yeah. Every time we have to drink them down. It's really disturbing to do things wrong.
You don't want to waste these, so.
We're going to do peppermint schnapps. Now you had asked earlier if there's a difference between, things like schnapps, crème de, a liqueur.
Mm-hmm.
It seems as though whenever you have something that says crème de menthe, crème de banane, whatever, it's a lot sweeter, a lot stronger. And we're going to actually use this as more of a garnish.
Right.
This is going to go right into it. So for this, we're going to do 2.5 tablespoons per drink.
I say crème de menthe because I don't speak French.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying I'm jealous. I wish I did.
You speak other things.
I speak grumpy.
You can yell at your kids.
I can. But not in a way that's abusive.
No, and
Because this is public video.
we never abuse. We're going to stir it up again. We're going to use the heart-shaped
Life
whisk
lessons.
because we love these drinks. Life lessons.
Life lessons, it's not abuse.
Yeah, and all those comments about giving your kids rum.
That was just jokes.
So there it is. We're going to put some whipped cream on top. And we're gonna garnish it with a peppermint candy cane garnish that, I don't know if it was a destructive moment or what, but Eddie's come up with a really neat way to very quickly take candy canes, turn them into garnish. We have a little video that we'll show.
Yeah, we'll put it right down here.
We're gonna garnish this. And we're gonna just top it off with a little bit of crème de menthe. I've got a topper on here. We'll talk about that later. The idea here is to just kind of control it.
So you're holding your finger over the hole there to control the flow, correct?
Right, it'll slow it down and make sure it doesn't come gushing out. And there you go.
Excellent.
Pretty fast, pretty easy, pretty tasty. Something that you can share with a loved one or a hated one.
I wouldn't give a hate. Well, yeah, you could.
Oh, remember, you're trying to make friends.
True. Cheers.
So really the purpose of the crème de menthe on the top, it acts as a garnish. You take a sip and you get hit with the peppermint.
Right. It smells amazing. Yeah, this is definitely one of those drinks, you know, kind of like the buttered rum, where you just want to sit down, a nice Christmas movie. What is your favorite Christmas movie? Do you have one?
No?
I like Christmas Story.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Elf's a good one too.
There was one with Silent Bob and what was that? And Alanis Morissette played God. Do you remember that one?
Dogma?
Yes, that one's hilarious.
I don't think that was a Christmas movie, but it was a movie.
Oh, well.
I don't know. Cheers.
Well, Merry Christmas, regardless. Thank you for watching our videos. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. We'd love to have you subscribe to YouTube, like our Facebook page, share. We definitely want to build up more of a following, bigger community. We definitely want to get to 100 subscribers.
So
right now we're at
URL.
70.
Yes, we need people to please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Get to 75 is when we give away a gift card.
Another gift card. We have an Instagram account now. You can follow us there. We are on Facebook. You can follow us there. Like us.
Yes.
We have
like
a
us,
website at Average Joe Drinks that we're going to start blogging on sooner than later.
It's up. It has some stuff on there. We're trying to improve it, and as time permits, we certainly will.
And always drink responsibly. You guys, that's important. We don't want to find out that somebody got into trouble over
Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.